All right, we'll get started here in just a second. Looks like we got a new one, GOVX, that just popped up. So we're gonna be doing some trade plans this morning because their GOVX popped up, and I still haven't done a plan on MISO that is a potential trade out of the open. So we're going to be going over that together, I guess. In the meantime, I had a few swings from MDGS. Basically swung this one, and this one got halted, I guess, over the weekend. So they came out with an offering. So it should gap down nicely whenever it opens up, and I really hope that's as soon as possible, because I don't want to have my capital tied up in this for too long. But this should be a nice gain. I think I'm gonna, depending on how long it is, I think I do have to pay the overnight fees even if it's halted. So I really hope it's not going to take too long or too many days. I mean, it'd be really nice if it opens up today, but that's probably pretty unlikely that it opens up today. So that's the one on MDGS. So it's a sweet and sour thing where I know it's going to gap down, but I hope it doesn't take too long because my money is tied up into it and I don't want to be paying the fees for it. But the other one that I was watching was HAP, HAPP, for potential gap and crap. Really, I'm going to be looking for a. Good morning, Mohammed. How's it going, man? Really going to be looking for a morning spike. Versus 276 level, with a goal of about $2 or so. And I was actually debating on whether I should take this 250 260 push, which in hindsight was really nice, and I probably should have done that. But I'm a little bit weary because of the daily. What's up, Eric? How's it going, man? Good morning. Shivam, hey, what's up, man? HAP has an offering possible dilution. Yeah, and so, but the only thing was that I was kind of worried about the daily because it doesn't really have any days with any sort of volume or resistance. Or any gap and crap days. I mean, there was one here, but it was on 2 million. So it's do I count it as a gap and crap day or do I not? But obviously hindsight is easy trading. I should have taken this short here pre-market, but a trade missed, but that's okay. Now would be looking for the short versus 276 level if we can get another push. So that's HAP, and then there's MISO as well. And this is the other gap and crap that I'm going to be looking at. This one I'll be actually planning this one out. Eric, I'll take a look at JAGX in just a second. But if I'm just drawing levels on MISO, I'm probably looking for a cover goal of around $10. Probably where downward support is. So, and it's a whole dollar level. So, $10 is really that level. And then we got this 1950 level. So then I really would be needing a spike to about 1475 to have at least 1-on-1 risk to reward. So I need a morning spike at least to 1475. Ideally, higher than that. If we can get 16s or 16 through 18s would be really perfect. 16 through 17s probably would be really nice. And then, because then that would give me 2 to even 3-to-1 risk to reward, which would be perfect. And so that's what I'd be looking for on MISO. In morning spike versus this pre-market high level goal of $10. And then GOVX was the other one that just popped up. Is there anything, just to make sure I didn't miss anything? We're up over 100%, which is really nice. But I think this is a micro float, if I'm not wrong. So Finviz shows me 2.8 with 26% of the float held by institutions. So that really gives me, let's see, so the float is really a 2 million float. Now let me check a few more sources. If it's anything under, if the, let's see, 269, 282, 3.3, 3.81, 379. I usually find that Finviz and Yahoo Finance are probably more accurate, and both of these are showing under 3 million float, and it has under and 20, what was that, 26% of it is held by institutions. So this is more of a 3 or a 2 mil float. So I'm actually probably not going to trade GOVX. The float is too low for me. Yes, you can make money on it. You probably will make money on it, but over time, it's not worth it, because you get stuff like SPI and so on. So GOVX, I'm actually probably going to leave alone, even though it is up, the only thing up over 100% at this point. That's been trading, a good amount of volume. So it is what it is, but I just have a rule for myself that I don't trade anything under 3 million, and 2.5 is really kind of the lowest of the lowest that I'll ever go. So unfortunate, but it is what it is for me. Let's see if there's all the other ones. I'm really just kind of, LMFA might be another one that I might trade actually today. I had a lot of volume yesterday. So depending on how we end up trading today, I might take a swing overnight with this one. But we got to look for the open. So really the only two that I'm looking for out of the open is going to be HAP and MISO. And then all the rest I'm going to be making a judgment or a trade plan later into the day. We've also got BNGO moving up into its recent highs. PTE is, continuing. So, you mentioned JAGX, and then FTFT, Shivam, FTFT. FTFT is dumping. So, I mean, I don't think I'd be, I don't see a trade on FTFT, not to the long side or to the short side, because at this point you're already so far down. So the only thing I would be looking for maybe like a bounce or something. Like maybe, let's see. I mean, you're nearing support. They're nearing support at like low fives, 5.5. So you might get a bounce off of this level to the sevens or eights, but I don't really see a short trade anymore at this point because it's too far off its highs. There's the risk to reward is bad. Oh, MDGS opened. I am going to cover that. Perfect. That is amazing. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Let's go. So just covered my MDGS. I'm actually so glad that this opened today. This is amazing because now my money's not going to be tied up for it. I don't have to pay the fees for it. I got more than I wanted to get out of it. I just can't be happier with this trade. It's perfect. That's amazing. But MDGS was just a gap and crap setup from I shorted the morning spike, held it overnight. It's perfect. Man, I'm so happy that this opened up. Boyan, GOVX, nobody knows if they dumped into last volume jam. Float always questionable on those. Yep, the float is so low that, plus it's in, a good chunk of it's institutionally owned, so you never want to be in situations where a big chunk of the float is owned because that's where you get a lot of the manipulation from. But Shivam, let me check, Eric, JagX, you mentioned JagX. Yeah, this is a good setup actually. Thanks for pointing this one out. I've been watching this one over the past couple of days, but it's been kind of a choppy one, so I've kind of let this one alone. But this one may be a good short versus the highs of 450. Yeah, thanks for bringing this up actually. This is a very overextended. It's up from 20 cents up to $4. So the extension on this is really, really nice. We've had a lot of volume on this recently, so this is likely a very good trade as well. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it play out in the morning, and then I'm going to see how it's trading in the afternoon, and then I might take an afternoon trade on it, but probably going to leave it alone just in case it does something weird in the open. GOVX keeps going. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it, guys. That was cool to see MDGS open up. FTFT again. Been watching this one, obviously. CNET, same thing, kind of been just watching. This one's just fading off. But Happen Miso are the only potential trades out of the open for me, and then everything else I'm going to be watching for consolidation after the open, and then maybe just join the trend later into the day. So if you guys have no more questions, that's going to be it for today. And kind of a slow gap day today. There's not really much on the gap scanner in terms of trades, but DOGZ, I didn't see this one. Is there anything interesting? No, nothing interesting on this. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Later.